to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up, run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready to start. I thank God for the journey. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praise. Fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Sit down in my chest. I will not bend. I don't follow trends. Sit down with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Our Father who art in heaven, I love when you toss me blessings. You never throw interceptions, I catch them like O.D. Beckham. Hard to not the devil when built like Tiana Teller and balling at 27. I feel like Iman Shumpert. Know there's a disconnect when the sheep start to lead the shepherd. The weak start to be aggressive, the streets start to be the reverend. Bragging about first class, seated on 9/11. They spirits are not united, a legion, my soul forever. I murder my adolescence, assault with a friendly weapon. I verbally dissect them to help them get back together. Wanting the stranger things, I handle it like 11. My point is I guard the kids. I should play for the Celtics. Watch how I Euro step them and curry them like I'm Stephen. Whenever I'm in your town, the Warriors in your presence. I manifest my endeavors. I'm blessed and I'm getting better. I walk amongst living legends. Coach Contra will live forever. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. It's Tito, she is back. Finna, guaranteed though. Move back, type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their health.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tu rapero favorito paniqueado, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo. Dios es mi testigo, I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, With all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Shreds it with a stiff arm.
Wow, just one snap field partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Allen now looks to throw. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He completes it to Olave. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. Now Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Allen now on the sneak, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys have taken the lead. A toss running left. It's Hall. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, and if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, 1st down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Allen. Got a man. It's Michael Irvin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. To the air. Allen. He'll get it to Irvin. Right side complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Smith. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Smith trying to run for it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They run the option on second down.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Operating from the gun, Allen. Flush to his right. He's got Michael Irvin complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Cowboys! Harold Carmichael, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Allen will try to throw for it. Dancing, and he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Emmett. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. From the 44, Allen.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ball again on second down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Allen. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A toss left side for Hall.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Hall.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it here with Hall.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one